Hello everyone, and welcome to my Young and Restless official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. As Chance Chancellor discovers that certain hardware store security tape may be essential to the kidnapping case, Martin Laurent, also known as Alain Laurent, will arrange a vacation to Paris with Traci Abbott, according to the Young and the Restless recap for Monday, March 17th. At Crimson Lights, Sharon Newman will talk to Nick Newman about reassuring all her kids. Sharon would consider her time in captivity as an extreme kind of treatment after thanking Nick for saving her. Sharon will acknowledge that it seems their abductor knew a little about psychology. Additionally, Nick will receive updates on how Phyllis Summers and Sharon are resolving some of their problems by saving one another's lives. On Monday's YNR episode, Phyllis will give Summer Newman and Daniel Romalotti Jr. a hug at the athletic club before they eat dinner together. Phyllis's terrible experience, including how Sharon saved her after she was poisoned, will be told to Daniel and Summer. Daniel will force her to make a commitment to let the authorities handle this, even though Phyllis will acknowledge that she performed CPR on Sharon as well and will want payment from the person who caused their nightmare. Sally Spectra will think back on all of the drama that Phyllis and Sharon endured at Billy Abbott's house. Billy would feel that he had to act for Phyllis's sake, even if Sally will be upset at his hasty entry into a risky scenario. Billy will promise Sally that he's going to let the GCPD take it from here, so she'll be relieved and will end up making out with him. When Phyllis gets there, Sally will leave so she may talk to Billy alone. Phyllis will anticipate that Billy is the one person who can help her regain her life while she is crying. Phyllis will want to get right in at Abbott Communications and will say how much she needs this, even though Billy will believe she needs some time to heal. Billy will cave in, but he'll admit he made a mistake by expecting the worst and sending out the news release without Phyllis's name on it. Billy will stress that he needs her fired from the company, but Phyllis will worry that he's just being sympathetic by allowing her to continue. Once Billy asks Phyllis to forgive him, she'll do so instantaneously since he saved her life and will give him a hug. Chance will give his crew instructions to try to obtain fingerprints and bag up some objects in the room where Phyllis and Sharon were detained. Chance will also look into the remote control device that was used to pump gas into the chamber and find out that it was bought from a hardware store close to the clinic. Chance will catch up with Sharon and Nick back at the coffee shop. The possibility of having that surveillance tape examined to determine whether Sharon or Phyllis recognize anyone entering or leaving will be discussed. Sharon agrees on one condition when Nick persuades her to take Faith Newman to see Noah Newman in Europe. Nick will appear shocked by the offer since Sharon will pressure him to accompany them. Traci Abbott will say she wasn't snooping when Alan asks her what she's doing with his phone in their suite. Traci will bring up the unusual alarm sound she heard and say she was frightened the phone may burst into flames or something. Alan will express regret for his heated response and say he has been avoiding his phone because he fears it has been compromised. Traci will remind out that Alan texted her earlier, so he'll imply he just got caught up in the thrill of their engagement. After Alan plays dumb about the unusual texts, he'll say maybe identity theft might be a fascinating thing for him to experience as a therapist. Traci will question what type of strange hacking this might be when she receives another notification about the gas emission stopping. After asking Traci all the questions regarding his phone, Alan would lash out at her and then apologize once again. Traci will share some suggestions when the topic of their wedding comes up, such as returning to Paris, where they created so many amazing memories. It sounds like Martin will be excited to get Traci out of town because Alan will eventually recommend taking a plane to look at some wedding venues there. Don't miss any of the terrifying news that lies ahead, as spoilers for The Young and the Restless indicate that Traci is going to experience some destruction in the future. Here are the spoilers for Monday, March 17, 2025's episode of The Young and the Restless. Fans may anticipate Alain Laurent being questioned by Traci Abbott in the upcoming episode. Nick Newman comes up with a plan to assist Sharon Newman. Billy Abbott also learns something new about Phyllis Summers. Discover what will happen in the upcoming episode of the CBS soap opera by continuing to read. The Secret of Alain Laurent. Fans will witness Traci have to provide Alan with some answers on Monday, March 17th. We don't even know if Alan is who he says he is at this time. It seems he actually could be Martin Laurent. Traci noticed an alert appear on Alan's phone while he was out of the room. Traci saw that Havenhurst Psychiatric Clinic had experienced a security breach. Alan returned to the room before Traci had a chance to fully absorb the information. Alan's whole manner shifted and he stopped talking. He had to tell the psychiatrist what he was doing. Traci Abbott's interrogation. While Alan will demand answers, Traci could soon twist the tables on him. In addition to being kind, Traci is also incredibly intelligent, astute, and cautious. What sort of cover narrative will Traci be given when she begins questioning Alan? Will Traci continue to be duped by the nefarious psychiatrist? Billy Abbott's discovery. According to Monday, March 17th teasers for The Young and the Restless, Billy will learn something new about Phyllis. Now, Billy and Nick have already saved the women. Maybe Billy finds out that Sharon had to save Phyllis after she was poisoned. Billy may also find out that the women are still in danger because the person who abducted them is still at large. Maybe Billy will insist on remaining with Phyllis to make sure she's okay. Even though Sally Spectra has been encouraging thus far, that is unquestionably going too far. A romantic issue between Billy and Sally will soon arise, particularly with Phyllis involved. March 17, 2025, Monday. Fans will also witness Nick devise a strategy to assist Sharon in the upcoming episode. Nick is questioned by Sharon about his feelings for her in the weekly preview segment. Nick has never made it clear whether or not he wants to get back together. Nick could question whether her recurrent trauma is causing her mental health issues, though, given her candor. What is the plot that you are most excited to see? Post your ideas in the space provided for comments below. Don't forget to keep watching the CBS or Paramount Plus soap opera to see what happens next. According to teasers for The Young and the Restless, when lovelorn Traci Abbott discovers she has been living with an imposter, she is on the verge of heartbreak. Martin Laurent, the bad twin, recently proposed to Traci while posing as his nice twin, Alan Laurent. Fans have been speculating for months if actually Martin survived his fall from a lofty building and somehow took over his brother's life. We have our response now. Martin masquerading as Alan. Ashley Abbott was said to have fallen from a balcony in France, with Martin breaking the fall and subsequently dying, back when Alan was treating him. However, appearances can be deceiving. Martin passed himself off as Alan earlier, so some admirers assumed he could be doing so again. Now that Martin is presumably in charge, the true query is, where and how is Alan? Did Alan make it through his fall? If Martin had pretended to be dead and hidden Alan somewhere, as we think mean Ian Ward is currently doing, the twins could still be alive today. When Alan visited GC with Traci last summer and said that it was his first time at the Abbott estate, he caught the attention of fans. However, a horde of viewers are now angry that the show created such a terrible situation for Traci. We were hoping that the grown woman would at last achieve contentment and serenity, but now we're squirming at the notion of her demise. Is Traci's heart being broken by YNR? Martin is responsible for the kidnapping of Phyllis Summers and Sharon Newman, which adds another twist to the story. It's just another of his deranged experiments with mind games. It would be unfortunate to lose the wonderful on-screen connection between Beth Maitland and Christopher Cousins, as they create a wholesome vibe that appeals to a lot of viewers. Tell us YNR enthusiasts, what do you think of this extreme plot? Do you also want Alan to survive and save Traci in some way? The Young and the Restless recap for Monday, March 17, 2025, delivers a whirlwind of emotions, revelations, and suspense as the characters grapple with the aftermath of Phyllis and Sharon's traumatic kidnapping. The episode delves into the psychological toll of their ordeal, the deepening mystery of their captor's identity, and the personal relationships that are tested and transformed in the wake of the crisis. From heartfelt reunions to shocking discoveries, the episode sets the stage for even more drama and intrigue in Genoa City. Here's a detailed breakdown of the key events and their implications. Sharon and Nick, a bond reaffirmed. At Crimson Lights, Sharon and Nick share a poignant moment as she reflects on her harrowing experience. Sharon describes her time in captivity as an extreme form of therapy, suggesting that their captor had a deep understanding of psychology. This revelation adds a chilling layer to the mystery, hinting that the perpetrator may have a personal connection to Sharon and Phyllis or a professional background in mental health. Sharon's gratitude toward Nick for rescuing her underscores the enduring bond between them even as they navigate the complexities of their past relationship. Nick's concern for Sharon is evident as he encourages her to take a break and consider traveling to Europe with Faith to visit Noah. Sharon's condition that Nick accompany them hints at a potential rekindling of their romance, a storyline that has long been teased by the show. Their conversation also touches on the unexpected silver lining of the ordeal, Sharon and Phyllis's newfound understanding of each other. By saving each other's lives, they were forced to confront their shared history and work through their animosity, a development that could have lasting implications for their dynamic. Phyllis and her children, a family reunited. At the athletic club, Phyllis reunites with Summer and Daniel, who are visibly shaken by their mother's ordeal. Over a meal, Phyllis recounts the details of her captivity, including the poison, the riddles, and the life-saving CPR she and Sharon performed on each other. Her children's relief at her safe return is tempered by their fear that the captor is still at large. Summer and Daniel urge Phyllis to let the police handle the investigation, but Phyllis's determination to seek justice reflects her fiery personality and deep-seated need for control. Phyllis's admission that she and Sharon have developed a newfound respect for each other is a significant moment, signaling a potential shift in their tumultuous relationship. However, her vow to hunt down the captor herself raises the stakes, as it suggests that the danger is far from over. The emotional weight of this scene lies in the contrast between Phyllis's resilience and her children's concern, highlighting the impact of the ordeal on the entire family. Billy and Sally, a complicated dynamic. At Billy's place, Sally reflects on the dramatic rescue and expresses her unease about the risks Billy took to save Phyllis. Billy's admission that he felt compelled to act, despite the danger, underscores his lingering feelings for Phyllis and his sense of responsibility toward her. Sally's relief that the ordeal is over is palpable, but her discomfort with Billy's actions hints at potential tension in their relationship. When Phyllis arrives, Sally tactfully exits, allowing Phyllis and Billy to have a private conversation. Phyllis's emotional plea for Billy's help in reclaiming her life is a turning point in their relationship. Her determination to dive back into work at Abbott Communications reflects her need for normalcy and control after the trauma she endured. Billy's initial hesitation gives way to support as he reassures Phyllis that he values her contributions to the company. Their heartfelt exchange and hug mark a significant moment of reconciliation, but the lingering question of whether Billy's feelings for Phyllis will complicate his relationship with Sally adds an element of suspense. Chance's investigation, uncovering clues. In the room where Phyllis and Sharon were held, Chance leads the investigation, instructing his team to collect fingerprints and bag evidence. The discovery of a remote control apparatus used to pump gas into the room is a crucial breakthrough, as it links the captor to a local hardware store. Chance's determination to analyze the store's security footage raises hopes that the perpetrator's identity may soon be revealed. Chance's update to Sharon and Nick at Crimson Lights underscores the gravity of the situation. The possibility that the captor may be someone Sharon or Phyllis recognizes adds a personal dimension to the investigation, heightening the sense of danger. Nick's suggestion that Sharon take Faith to Europe reflects his protective instincts, while Sharon's condition that he accompany them hints at a potential rekindling of their romance. This subplot adds an emotional layer to the ongoing mystery, as the characters navigate their personal relationships while grappling with the lingering threat. Alan and Traci, a shocking revelation. In their suite, Alan's mysterious behavior takes center stage as Traci questions him about the strange alerts on his phone. Alan's claim that his phone has been hacked is met with skepticism, as Traci's perceptive nature leads her to suspect that there's more to the story. The tension between them escalates when Alan snaps at Traci, revealing a darker side to his personality. The revelation that Alan may actually be Martin Laurent, his evil twin, adds a shocking twist to the storyline. Martin's manipulation of Traci, including his proposal of marriage, underscores his sinister motives and raises questions about the fate of the real Alan. Traci's devastation upon discovering the truth promises to be a heart-wrenching moment, as her hopes for happiness are shattered by Martin's deception. The implications of Martin's involvement in the kidnapping of Phyllis and Sharon add another layer of complexity to the storyline. His twisted psychological experiments reflect his malevolent nature, while the possibility that Alan may still be alive offers a glimmer of hope. the dynamic between Traci and Martin, portrayed with compelling chemistry by Beth Maitland and Christopher Cousins, adds emotional depth to the storyline even as it takes a dark turn. Themes and takeaways. The March 17th episode of The Young and the Restless explores themes of resilience, redemption, and the enduring power of human connection. The characters' responses to the trauma of the kidnapping reveal their strengths and vulnerabilities as they navigate their personal relationships and seek justice. The mystery of the captor's identity adds a layer of suspense, while the emotional fallout from the ordeal underscores the show's ability to balance drama with heartfelt moments. Phyllis and Sharon's evolving relationship is a highlight of the episode, as their shared experience forces them to confront their past and find common ground. Billy and Sally's complicated dynamic adds an element of romantic tension, while Nick and Sharon's rekindled connection offers hope for a brighter future. The shocking revelation about Alan's true identity sets the stage for even more drama, as Traci's heartbreak and Martin's sinister motives come to the forefront. As the characters grapple with the aftermath of the kidnapping, the stage is set for new alliances, confrontations, and revelations. The lingering threat of the captor's identity keeps viewers on the edge of their seats, while the emotional depth of the characters' journeys ensures that the drama remains compelling and relatable. With passion, intrigue, and danger around every corner, The Young and the Restless continues to deliver the twists and turns that have made it a beloved staple of daytime television.